DJs BrewTube beer review. And the beer sitting in front of me today you may recognize from the Fall Festival Pumpkin Beer Extravaganza. It's the Fear by Flying Dog Brewery out of Frederick, Maryland. And I thought enough of this beer to re-review it. If you recall from the video before, the Pumpkin Beer Extravaganza, this is an Imperial Pumpkin Ale brewed with spices, but to me it was more of like a black IPA sort of pumpkin beer. So I wanted to separate it out, flock there, and I think we gave it like a B+ in that one, and I want to see if it's getting the same kind of score in this version of the video. So, Flying Dog Brewery out of Frederick, Maryland. This beer here is 9% ABV and 45 IBUs. Now, one thing I learned about these guys recently from their website is on the bottle here in the corner, they have a modified Julian dating system. So what they do is you'll see a number like 333. So that's November 20-something of the year, and then after that they put the day and the year number. So this beer is good until March 7th of 2013, if I recall properly. So yeah, alright, there is dates on the beers, but why are they using that Julian dating system? You know what, nobody understands that crap. Just put it straightforward. There's no lot code or anything that helps you out. The only reason they do that is to impede people maybe from not picking that hoppy beer off the shelf, because, you know, if the beer sits there, that's problems for them and problems for the beer store. But enough flapping my gums about that. It's beer time, guys. Let's get the cap popped on this. One shot. Got a nice Flying Dog crown here. We got our what's becoming one of my most favorite glasses, this Popal glass or stemmed glass. We're going to get this into, that's what they're showing on the website. Oh, a lot of smoke coming off the top of that one. As always, this has a really cool label on it. You know, Flying Dog, that's what they're known for. They got awesome labels. Let's see what we can get out of this. Awesome. Alright. Now, got a dark sort of Coca-Cola color coming through here. Actually, it looks a lot like Coca-Cola when you look through it. You can see a lot of ruby coming through. It's a bit transparent. It's a clear beer. It's not hazy. There's active bubbles coming from the top, and on this fairly dark past khaki one-finger head, we got really good bubble formation, lots of tight bubbles, and when you swirl it, you're getting some alcohol legs. But at 9%, you know, I expect that to happen. So let's get a nose on this bad boy, see what we got going on, see if there's some pumpkin this time and not just spices and hops and stuff like we thought before. Right up front, I am getting pumpkin. A lot of spices, nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice, and even a little ginger, just like pumpkin pie. They tell you that much on the label. We won't tell you what the spices are, but think pumpkin pie, whatever. And this one, I think they're using like 4 kinds of hops, and they're also using like 3 or 4 kind of malts in this. So we're doing 4 malts and 2 kinds of hops plus the spices, I think, if I recall. But anyways, let's get a taste on this bad boy. It smells really nice, and it's a good looking beer too. We've dissipated down a little bit, probably about a half finger, and we've got good glass lacing going. So cheers, guys. Yep, right up by the front. Man, that's still real hoppy. It's not as hoppy as I remembered from that epic beer night, because when you do a lot of pumpkin beers together, this one probably stood out because of its hoppiness. A lot of spices, and I am getting pumpkin on this as I didn't the last time. Let's see here. Yep, it's got a little, it's not really pronounced, but the pumpkin is there. The spices are bigger, and the hops are bigger than the pumpkin as well. But it's a really nice tasting beer. I'm enjoying this. The most dominant spice in this is probably allspice and nutmeg are the 2 most dominant, and there's a bit of cinnamon in the background as well. I don't taste the ginger that I smell, but there's also, in the finish, it's sort of hoppy and sweet at the same time, so it's a bready, dry finish, sort of. But you know what? I'm going to let this one warm up a little bit because it has so much malt in it, and that's a pretty big beer. I want to see if it gets boozy, because right now I can't taste any of the alcohol in this. I do get a bit of alcohol warming as it goes down, but let's see what it develops like. We'll be back in a couple minutes, guys. Hey there, guys. I'm back. I've been going local on this beer. Not loco, but local, because these guys are out of Frederick, Maryland. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. What am I doing? What kind of DJs BrewTube beer host am I? Anyways, I'm liking this beer a lot more than I did on Epic Beer Night, the pumpkin beer extravaganza. Why? Because I'm not drinking in that sea of other pumpkin beers, and its hoppiness, which is nice, and a good balance to that pumpkin and spice that's in this beer, is not real dominant like I thought it was on that night. And I'm feeling the chocolate malts on this also, and the Warrior and Willamette hops, man. And they've also got some like I think it's cane brewing hops and some other ones in this. I mean malts in this, and I'm really liking this flavor combination that's going on. You can taste the pumpkin. It's not a major player, but it's really good. And as it's warmed up, you don't taste any of the alcohol. And for a 9%er, that's saying a lot. So, what do the other guys think about this? Beer Advocate gets given an 83, and Rate Beer's given a 90. Now that I understand the dating system, which is still, you know, a bunch of bullshit if you ask me, just put a normal date on there if you're going to go through that and put the Jillian date system on there, but I'm going to give it a 91. It's elevated it from its B+ score that I gave it on the Epic Beer Night, but I think it's a really good beer that you ought to give a try. The distribution on this is fairly limited. I live in Maryland, so of course I'm getting it. But if you can find it, give it a try. I think you'll be happy. It's a pretty good pumpkin beer. A lot of the pumpkin beers, let's face it guys, just suck. And this one is really nice. I'm geeking out on it, as you can tell. But give it a try. I think you won't be disappointed. Don't be afraid of the fear. You will be pleased. So, until the next time, what do we always say, guys? Think globally, drink locally, support those craft brewers, man. Get more of these beers coming, guys. Because, you know what, this is what makes us happy and lets us geek out about beer, right? So, until the next time, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate all you guys watching and commenting on the channel. You know what? You guys are, well, not what, maybe only reason why I do it, but one of the reasons why I do it, because I like drinking beer too. Anyways, until next time, guys, that's a big peace out.